Another example we can go through is using UV projections to help clean up a part of our scene. In this instance, I'm using an example that's actually available on our Foundry Learn page, originally created by Austin Myers with the classic system. With the new 3D system, we can create the exact same steps with the new nodes and achieve the same result. So what we'll do first is we want to go ahead and track this. So we've got a camera tracker on here. We can see the tracking points. Now we'll select these points for the ground plane, and I'm actually going to right click and do create a card. So that way it places the card for the ground plane. So next we'll go ahead and go to create a camera. So we already have a camera in place here, but we can just swap that out if we need to. So we'll plug our camera in for that. We have a card plugged in down here where it's going to go to the project 3D shader. We'll most likely have to kind of increase the width or the length of this card to include the entire path for it. So if we view through the scanline rendered node, it's currently set to UV Unwrap, and that's what's going to allow us to kind of flatten this out for us so we can do our paint work on it, and then we'll be able to project that onto the card. So if it wasn't on UV Unwrap, it by default probably looks something like this, just the render camera, which we can't really work with. So that's why we want to set that to UV Unwrap here. All right, so now we can go ahead and start our cleanup on this. Just real quick work is some cloning. Just going to clone some of this road texture as we've done there. Maybe clean it up, get some nice edges along there. Even added in a gravel texture for this. So I found this gravel texture on Pexels. Went and tiled it a little bit, reduced it down in size so that way we can give it some texture that might have been lost through the cloning here. And make sure we add on that frame hold for all the work that we've done on that particular frame. And we're going to put it back onto the card, that same exact card we had at the top. Put this back down at the bottom to make sure it's going right onto there and everything's aligned with it. And then that card itself, and if we look through it, we can see our new patchwork or paintwork that's been done on it. And that's going to feed into another scanline render node here. And that's basically just going to be a regular one with a rendered camera as the projection method here, just to show us what that's going to look like. And then now what we can do is just either use the background input on there or just merge this over the background, that patch, as we can see here. And there we go. Our cleanup of our little path is done. As you can see, the workflow matches exactly what we're used to in the classic system, helping ensure Nuke 3D workflows and simplicity is retained while offering all new features and improvements of USD.